What's up, guys? My name is Jed, and this is The Extraordinary Life, and I need a haircut. So today is gonna be a basketball update news vlog. So we're gonna start things off. There are three topics I'm gonna be covering today. One, Will Ferrell doing the introduction lineups at the New Orleans-Chicago Bulls game. Two, Jeremy Lin, Linsanity. And three, the UNC and Duke rivalry game. First things first, the Will Ferrell introduction. That thing was the funniest thing I've ever seen done in the NBA in a long time. To be honest, being that New Orleans is actually owned by an NBA team, and now I know that for a fact because David Stern, I'm a Lakers fan. We could have had Chris Paul. Anyways, that's besides the fact. So I'm pretty sure they had this in mind to keep the fans in check because, come on, let's face it, New Orleans is not really one of the best teams nowadays. So with that being said, I really thought that was a good idea to loosen up the players, to get into the game. I really don't have any footage because of SOPA, PIPA, and whatever else is all going on. YouTube that, or Google that, or go to the NBA.com. I'm pretty sure they're going to come out with a video of the full introduction. But you guys should check that out because I thought that was really creative. My favorite one is what he called Emeka Okafor. At center, standing at 6'10", from Connecticut University. He majored in econ and minored at love. I found that so hilarious. And when he called out Carlos Boozer still lives with his mother. If you watch a lot of the players' reactions, not a lot of the players seem like they liked it. But Emeka Okafor was just smiling and laughing. So it was good fun. They should do this for struggling small market teams like the Raptors, the Cavaliers. Like, I want to see a comedian, especially Will Ferrell, do an introduction like that for like a big rivalry game. Celtics and Lakers, Heat and Celtics, Bulls and Pacers, you know, Lakers and, well, now the Clippers, because again, David Stern, we could have had Chris Paul. Then I thought about it. It would be so funny now that this was brought up and it was really accepted by so many people that why not Will Ferrell do the All-Star game, or bring back the Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly tandem and have John C. Reilly like do the East teams and Will Ferrell do the West team, and that would be so funny. Next story, coming out of the Big Apple, Mr. Jeremy Lin. Jeremy Lin, after having that one career high game, had so many people jumping on his bandwagon. To be fair, like, he's still new. One person that deserves a lot of credit is ex-Dallas Mavericks coach Don Nelson. When Jeremy Lin was able to be drafted, no one picked him past the first round, past the second round. Coach Nelson and the Dallas Mavericks said, I want you to be on our summer league team. Like any sport goes in history, you don't have to be drafted to make an impression. And that's what Jeremy Lin did. He just wanted to make a spot, impress scouts, make it on the team. 2 years ago, he signed his first contract with the Golden State Warriors, which he was really happy because that was a team he grew up watching. So I don't know if a lot of you guys knew that, but he was a really big Warriors fan. With a team with two amazing guards that they still didn't know who was going to be the starting one or two between Stephen Curry and Monte Ellis, Jeremy Lin barely got any playing time. In fact, he was even sent down to the D-League where he remained positive. He saw this as a blessing in disguise and worked on his game. After the season ended, he was waived. Then he eventually landed on the New York Knicks. After he got to the New York Knicks, I looked at that roster and thought, this actually could also be another Golden State Warriors situation for him. Because if healthy and on paper, that team technically has 4 point guards. Mike Bibby, Tony Douglas, Baron Davis, and Jeremy Lin. D'Antoni's not playing Bibby. Douglas is the only true point guard that they had on the team. And Davis still being injured. Jeremy Lin finally got some playing time. And he did what anyone wanted to do if they got the chance to play for an NBA team like the New York Knicks. He lit up Madison Square Garden. I think Jeremy Lin is the first player to inspire little Asian Americans growing up right now in North America with hopes and dreams, making it to the NBA more confident since Allen Iverson did it in the 90s. Face it, when Iverson came in at 6 feet, with all this hype behind him, every Asian American kid said, I can make it. Because I'm pretty sure Jeremy Lin was like that when he saw Iverson play. I wish him nothing but success, and I'm a big fan, and I want to keep up this Lin sanity. Alright, last news of the day, the Tobacco Road rivalry between the Duke Blue Devils against my North Carolina Tar Heels. This game had all the hype. So just some statistics for you that I read and I heard. Again, some could not be accurate, but I think I'm pretty right on. You guys can comment down below if I've been making mistakes. Again, I'm not perfect. So in the past 75 games, this is the breakdown between the UNC and the Duke rivalry. UNC has won 38 out of the 75 matches, and Duke has won 37. UNC right now is leading by 1. If you want to calculate the points, Duke has only scored 5,787 points, while UNC has scored 5,788. UNC has only a 1-point leverage on Duke. The game started off pretty back and forth, but Duke had the upper hand until when it was closing up, when the first half was closing in, UNC kept on biting back until they took like about a 3-point lead, and it was like their first lead of the game. When the second half happened, it was going back and forth again, back and forth, but until it was like the last 5 minutes, UNC, led by Tyler Zeller, clawed back and gained about a double-digit lead. The last 2 minutes, you can tell North Carolina slept on Duke. Not saying that they just gave away the game, but Duke just stepped it up. So pretty much, UNC was leading the game 84-82, and there were only about 8 seconds left in the game. Duke possession, they inbound the ball, they go down the court. Austin Rivers, son of Boston Celtics head coach Doc Rivers, 2 seconds left in the game. Austin Rivers pumps up a 3. North Carolina is just quiet, and only the Duke fans and the Duke bench is going wild. Doc Rivers is going nuts on the stands. The game started with people going, "Hey, isn't that Doc Rivers' son?" to, "Hey, isn't that Austin Rivers' dad?" Because Austin Rivers, you got ice running through your veins, man. Clutch. That's it for The Extraordinary Life. I'll see you guys next time. Alright, peace out.